Hey Bulldogs! Let's take a look at what's happening this week on Cold Blue Now. Johan gives the recap of the solar eclipse, Marco explains what Dog Nation is, and Deer recaps the holy celebration in Holbrook. Now please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
What up, Bulldogs? I'm John Stillpeter here with Trayton Cruz. Welcome back to another episode of Cold Blue Now.
You know, John, I'm just so excited about this vacation.
Me too. After that gorgeous eclipse, I've been in such a good mood, and I'm ready for a long break.
Lucky I had those glasses, or I would have been blind.
Good thing too. I was just fine. Some guy let me borrow a welding mask, and I saw it perfectly.
Well, speaking of masks, this year's prom theme is a masquerade. We'll be selling prom tickets until the end of the day.
There are going to be no exceptions for purchasing a ticket last minute, so make sure you go to room C136 to get your ticket before the end of the day. Tickets are $80, and you also make sure class dues are paid in full. If you're bringing someone outside of school, they need to fill out a guest form, and we'll need a copy of a photo ID.
If you bought a ticket for prom before you were on the social suspension list, you will not be able to go unless you complete your detention hours. There's also no refunds. If you have any questions, be sure to ask Miss Reagan.
From masquerade masks back to eclipse classes, make sure to save yours for the next total solar eclipse.
Yeah, John, that's way out into the future. Where do you think the next one will be?
I don't know. I think it's going to be Montana, but that's just miles away. But for those sticking around in Mass, Johan was shining a light on it.
In April of 2024, spring is already off to a bang, with a weather phenomenon occurring once in a lifetime.
The solar eclipse, it's about to happen in a couple minutes. We're excited. The sun's getting covered. The sky becomes dark, and it's very exciting for me and my friends.
So far, all I've seen, on social media and news articles, it's really about the moon overcoming, going in front of the sun, and it's going to be, pitch black, supposedly.
However, even the sun and the moon know that the 2024 solar eclipse is not one to be spent alone.
Oh, I think it's like any event, any occasion. It's like sharing memories, experience. Because when you look back at your photos, you'll be like, what did I do that day? And, if it was something special, then that's what you remember it as.
I think it's special to spend it with your friends because it's a pretty cool thing that you and your friends can do it together. You guys can make, solar eclipse glasses, and you guys can just spend time looking up in the sky, just, having fun.
Well, it's a once in a lifetime-ish kind of thing, and the next one won't be in the next 20 years. So I think it's special that way because, you don't really see it that often, and it breaks your routine a little bit.
At the time that you're watching this, the sun and the moon have reverted back to their original places. But in 2040, stay tuned for the next total solar eclipse. But for now, I'm Johan Rodriguez Vera reporting for Cold Blue Now, and back to you in the studio.
I feel bad for anyone who missed it. Guess you guys are gonna have to wait another 20 years.
But I know in 20 years, I'm still going to have my yearbook.
Anyone who's interested in purchasing a yearbook, place your order by April 21st. You can purchase online at ybpay.com or bring in $50 cash to Ms. Morgan at the front office.
Everyone should have been mindful of it, but here's another reminder to keep an eye on your grades. Term 3 ended last week, and report cards were posted onto Aspen in the published report section this past Wednesday.
Good grades are a great way of reflecting leadership and open up many opportunities for students.
I agree with you. Our school definitely needs its leaders, and our student athletes are a great example of the many leadership opportunities at HMHS.
They are inspiring role models, whether they are on the field or not.
Well, how about we highlight some of those athletic leaders with a quick little sports report?
This week in sports, our track team took on Atlantis Charter, and some top performers for the girls were Ani White, Sam Ditos, Elizabeth Green, Nia Baker, and Eveline Masterson. But for the boys' top performers, Giovanni Collin, Nathan Lewis, and Thomas Hoff, who broke the school record for the 2 mile with a time of 11 minutes and 5 seconds. Next, Our softball team currently stands at 1-2 after a dominating win against Avon 31-6 yesterday. And our baseball team is 1-3 after defeating Avon 3-2 yesterday. Also, a huge congratulations to our star basketball players, Armani Perkins and Ashai Dingle, being named the Patriot Ledger's first team All-Scholastic, and Alan Brown being named the second team All-Scholastic. And last but not least, a huge shout out to Dog Nation for bringing back the long-awaited Powder Puff Games. This group of students has been working incredibly hard to make it happen, but CBN reporter Marco Santini has the scoop.
So track people, I want to tell you guys this directly.
Last year, Ben Kistner first came to the school as a health teacher. Now, in his second year, he's taken the role of head of athletics. At Holbrook High, community is a big part of school sports. And Mr. Kistner wanted to know what some students want for the future of Holbrook sports. With the addition of Flex Block, Mr. Kistner brings you Dog Nation.
Dog Nation is a kind of a collaborative effort to get some student athletes together. They were chosen by their coaches specifically in terms of their leadership and their impact on their teams. I decided to get this together to, one, give them a voice and let them be heard and let them be seen a little bit, and talk through some things with, allowing them to collaborate with each other in terms of seasons that are going well, things that we could be doing differently in terms of their leadership and their impact, and then just talk through some things athletics-wise. What can we do better as an athletic department? What has worked in the past that they want to see continue? And different things like that.
Dog Nation helps me if I need to speak about something that's bothering me, especially with my team or anything like that. Dog Nation has helped because it's obviously a new club this year due to Mr. Kistner, and I think it's a great way to just get everything all in one.
I think the biggest avenue is just giving them a chance to be able to collaborate on just athletics-based information.
I look forward to maybe new students joining and voicing their opinion on their own sport, and maybe younger kids too, to see how they view the sports here instead of just older kids.
It really seems like Dog Nation has given a voice to some of the students here at Holbrook High. And as the future goes on, we will see the improvements they make to Holbrook sports. Well, for now, I'm Marco Santini, reporting for Code Blue Now. Back to you in the studio.
Looking back, I wonder if I should have played a sport. I'd be a great fit for Dog Nation.
John, Dog Nation is actually for leaders. I don't know about that.
Trey, you haven't seen nothing yet. You know who I am?
Oh my gosh, John, you're such a cornball. And something else I forgot to mention is detention will be held will not be held because it's a half day.
And on the subject of things I've been forgetting is I got senior activities today, Trey. And I really just wanted to get out of the financial literacy class. That's why I rushed that quiz.
But speaking of activities, John, this past weekend, did you hear about the Holy Celebration?
Yeah, when I was driving, I saw so many parked cars on the side of the road, and I saw a deer.
Yeah, that seems like that's our guy. Let's send it over to Deer.
Difference with the colors, with the nationalities, with our culture, but we are actually one family.
Around the world, people celebrate culture and diversity everywhere, including one local temple in Holbrook that fully encompasses this idea.
The motto of this temple is the whole world is one family, so we're trying to, be all one family. The whole group, the whole world is one family. So when we come here to the temple room, that's our living room, that's everyone's living room, the kitchen is everyone's kitchen, and so we try and really make that space inclusive.
The Holi is a celebration that involves feasting, playing sports with the colors, singing and dancing, gathering with the people who are like-minded and would like to actually celebrate the unity and diversity.
This is the biggest Holi festival in New England, so people come from all around the world to partake in the joy.
The Braj Mandir Temple's Holi celebration encourages engagement everywhere, but it has a significant impact among the community here in Holbrook.
So Holbrook is a beautiful town. The temple brings love and diversity. We're focused on sharing vegetarian meals and serving everyone, so the community really benefits from having the people who come here to serve others.
We are trying to be in the space of unconditional love. In one location, nobody cares what color you are because we have thrown so many different colors.
The temple not only provides services to everyone right now, but looks to the future to expand their horizons.
The new location will have a bigger kitchen, and the new location will have 4 times more opportunities for us to serve. These are the opportunities we seek, that how we can better assist and how we can better serve the community.
This festival is held every spring, and the temple plans to keep doing so in the future. Their celebration of Holi is a symbol of unity and diversity to the many communities around the area, bringing more people together every year. For Code Blue Now, I'm Dear Patel, reporting.
That looks like a blast. You can count on me popping out next time.
I know I'm going to be in college next year, but I might have to take a trip back just to check out the celebration for myself.
Well, John, we'll just have to hit the spot together. But I think that wraps it up for this week. I'm Trent Cruz.
And I'm John Filipino.
See you.
See you after break.
You're not.